My eyes burn! My throat burns! Oh no, I missed! No! Yes! No! God dang it!
Hey everyone! No, your eyes do not deceive you. You are reading that right. We are about to play Forza Horizon 6. Now, I want to say, this locale, I've never been against going here. My problem's just been everybody and their dead great-grandmother wanting to go here. It's like, there's other places to visit. Like, I know that this location is viewed as the mecca of car culture, like the cream of the crop, the magnum opus of car culture. But, JDM fanboys, stop being such JDM fanboys. Other people want to go to other places and experience other kinds of car culture, okay? Like, you already get a bunch of your cars in the games. We got to go to their domestic market too. But there's also a really good reason why every time previously wasn't really the right moment. The games weren't open enough, weren't advanced enough, neither were the graphics, the handling, whatever. If you're gonna go to what is widely considered to be the pinnacle of car culture, you need to have your game in a state where you can most aptly recreate it, celebrate it, right? And after well over a decade now, the Forza franchise has finally hit that peak where it's like, yeah, now we can finally properly celebrate Japanese car culture. Yes, Forza Horizon 6 is set in Japan, the worst kept secret in the industry, I know. But this is about to be extremely interesting because the map is, I think they were saying what, like 1.5 times, almost 2 times bigger than Horizon 5's map. The city is much bigger. It's a much better city. I was disappointed with Horizon 5 City. Like, it was cool, but to only have like a stereotypically Mexican city and not have something like Mexico City, like a modern city, because they have those in Mexico, was like, it was culturally deaf to me. So, thank God we have a modern city like Surfer's Paradise in this game, because this is about to go hard.
Press A button to start. Press X button for
Shut up! I gotta turn that off immediately. But yeah, like I was saying, this is about to go insanely hard.
Settings.
Subtitle.
Option highlighted. Subtitles.
The subtitles are fine. I don't want this. Thank you. No screen reader. Save and continue, and then I need to, unfortunately, turn the music off because copyright. I'll probably end up turning that back on as I play, like, off camera, just to see what the soundtrack is like. Because, like, Horizon 5 was an okay soundtrack to me, but I think the games that have had my favorite soundtracks have been 1, 2, and 3. 4 was meh, 5 was meh. Extreme? Sure. I guess they don't call it Ultra. Let's start the game. And then... Fine, because I guess I can't change it. Yeah, I can't change it right now and go for custom, because otherwise I would just do that. But yeah, so this game is supposed to mark a very big improvement over Horizon 5. And from everything that I've seen so far, it genuinely is. The physics are better by way of the handling, like the suspension, etc. And then the biggest improvement has been the tire physics, because before, as I understand it, in Horizon 5, there was 1 point of contact. So if you go over something like a curb, especially in a really high-power, low-grip car, you'd immediately lose grip, right? Or maybe you dip a wheel onto the grass. Or even like a portion of the wheel onto the... Like, you could run a little wide and you'd be fine, and then you dip like all the wheel and you wouldn't be, which sort of makes sense. Anyway, in Horizon 6 here, it's multiple points of contact. So there's multiple, essentially what I would call like grip points on the tire, like in the real world. So it's not just the center of the tire that has grip, it's the inner edge, the outer edge, a bit of the sidewall, that sort of thing. It's much more realistic. And so I'm really curious to see what the handling is like, because I think, especially like Gran Turismo guys, have this misconception that Forza's physics don't really change game to game, and it's like, no, they change a lot game to game. I played Horizon 4. I've played every major Horizon title. I say major. I played every Horizon title, but I played Horizon 2 on the Xbox version, which played a bit, not a lot, but a bit like Horizon 1. And Horizon 1 was way more like Motorsport 4, so that sort of doesn't count. At some point, I'm going to have to play Horizon 2 on like an Xbox One or something just to see what that's like. But Horizon 3 had interesting physics, and then I get to 4, and 4, it's been a while since I played both, so I couldn't tell you like exactly what the differences were, but 3 felt way more arcadey than Simcade. Like, the cars were way more planted. I think 4, the cars were a little bit more alive. They moved around a little bit more. They were a lot more simulation. Like, they were more dynamic.
I know you won't hear this until you land. But you are going to love it here. I have so much to show you. There's just not enough hours in the day. And guess what? Jordan will be here anyway.
Who's Jordan again?
I've been busy getting everything ready. I've got the sofa to crash on for a while. I got the garage all set. Oh, he's here. Gotta go.
Everything May said is true. You would not believe this place. I'll see you very soon. Gotta go.
Are we about to draw? I thought we were, in typical Forza fashion, but not yet.
There's a huge event this weekend. Legends from all over making their way to the festival. It's gonna be on another level. I hope you're here in time. Let me know when you get this.
Here we go. We got the FPS counter in the top right, because I wanted to see what the FPS is like. Especially because it's saying, ooh, my god. Okay, we had like a 1% low there for a second. Holy. Wow. Like, in part, it's the graphics at 1% low. In part, it's the graphics that are astounding me, but the other part of it...
What up, people? It's Scotty Tyler on Base Arena.
Oh, wait, hold on. Settings. Because I ain't cringe. We're going to go... Pro, and then driving assist. I was going to go custom, okay. Anti-lock, we're going to say on. Simulation, off, off. We're going to go with clutch. Yep. Sure. So, what I was going to say is, Horizon 5... No. 4, the cars moved around a little bit more. 5, the cars moved around a little bit more, but the grip was a little more dynamic. So, if you set the car upright, like say you take a late Apex, that would, I think, have a bigger impact in 5 than it did in 4. So, they always change the handling a little bit going forward, but they always just, push the boat a little bit more. So, I'm curious to see what 5 is going to be like. If it's going to, what 6 rather is going to be like. Is it going to drive like 5? Is it going to drive more like, whatever? Is it going to be its own thing? I'm super excited. Car's heavy. GTR, though, it makes sense.
Or you're kicking back on the bullet train, well, enjoy your day.
I feel like we're going to get those occasional 1% stutters. A, because Windows 11 is bloated as hell. And then B, because the game, we just started the game, right? The textures haven't really been, cached or anything yet. So once that happens, we should be fine. Was that F12 Berlin? That'd be amazing. Wow. These graphics are amazing. But, again, it's the 60 FPS in a Forza game. Now, I've played Horizon 5 on my new PC here. I did that, and it was epic. But this, oh my god. This is kind of another level. I didn't think the graphical change was going to be all that different from 5 to 6, but I feel like there's a depth and a clarity that's just a step above 5 in 6. fact that I don't have... Normally I wouldn't care to have a 7th gear, but I'd actually kind of need it then. Say what you will about the Forza franchise, they know how to make a really great first impression when you open up a new title. To build that hype. They know how to do it. Actually, I just realized VSync might be on, so if I turn that off... If we turn that off... Let's see... Where's graphics? Visual... Yep, there it is. I was going to say, if we turn the VSync off, we should do a little bit better on the frame rate. Screen tearing artifacts. It shouldn't. So, we have video memory. It's at 7 of my 12 because it's I have an RTX 5070, so I got 12 gigs of VRAM basically. We're only at 7 out of 8, which is good. Then we're at 12 of my system memory out of my 32, which is good. Well, that's a little pointless. Well, so where's the... Okay, here we go. I wonder, because I know we have the NVIDIA DLSS, and I'm just a little curious what that will do for input lag, because apparently it increases your input lag just a little bit. So we're gonna put on the DLSS. Yes, I want to continue, or is it? It's loading up those changes. Okay. There we go. So we'll see what it does. Input lag seem I'm not noticing it yet. Doesn't seem to be that bad at all. It does this frame generation thing where I think it essentially preloads the next frame, and long story short, it can cause some input lag because they're not necessarily real frames. It's not like real FPS. So the good news is that our real FPS is 60. If I turn the limit off, I'd be curious to see. Sorry that I'm messing with the graphics so much. It's just this is so new for me. Unlocked and okay, variable. We'll see what that does. Oh my god. Well, 150, 160. Well, there you go. So, DLSS on. We're getting 160. That's insane. And that's the thing. I wanted to see what it looks like when we basically took the limiter off the computer. Just because when I was looking up basically how I wanted my computer to be set up as far as GPU and CPU and then, RAM, I was like, I don't know exactly what my RAM's going to look like in Horizon 6. Because another thing I heard is that they had actually improved the optimization over 5. And 5 was pretty good. I could run it on my old HP Only, which has an 8 gigabyte AMD, I think it's RX 480 or 470, and I think it's 8 gigs of RAM. So it could run it very well on that. It couldn't record it worth a damn, but it could play it very well. So I wanted to see what this would do. Okay, I'm trying to get the car sideways. Oh, it's actually B instead of A. Okay. I think I'm used to Motorfest, which is why. Cars are grippier. That's sick. Look at that! This road is astonishing. I wish the petals on the ground would come up more as you drive by, like they really should. Because they did more, if I remember correctly, on Horizon 1 in Colorado, so that's, a slight disappointment, to be honest, but man, this map is already so much better. Denser, the roads are more interesting, the world is more interesting. This is so Horizon 1 coded when I think it's the top of the map, when you're getting close to that dam. Oh my god, and look at the god rays. This map is already so much better. Because they let Mexico down, I really do believe. There's a lot that I could say that would offend a lot of people, and not who you think. And because I don't want to sound too, how do I want to say, overly sensitive, but I really feel like the devs, when it came to Mexico, we have the Maserati MT-20? Hell yeah! I can't wait to try that. But yeah, I really feel like when it came to Mexico, the English devs had no idea what to do with Mexico.
It's your boy, Scotty Tyler.
That is such an awesome throwback.
What a day.
I went too fast.
Bands, legends, rockets, and now a legend convoy headed for the festival and leading the way, the amazing 2025 GRGT prototype. Oh my word! Just look at that thing.
Brakes are fantastic.
Festival tonight, legends made at Horizon.
Sorry. Oh, by the way, guys, because I should say this, there haven't been any videos in a while because I got food poisoning like just before my birthday, and I've been trying to get over it for a little while. I just have the cough left, but I knew you guys would not want to hear that.
I get to say it. Here it is, the final stretch. Welcome, everyone, to Horizon Japan.
I knew you guys wouldn't want to hear that.
Events for tonight at the festival. If you're out in the crowd wondering if you're legend material, the Horizon
There's my Viper.
qualifiers are starting soon.
Here's the new garage. All right. Yeah, so like I was saying, I knew you guys wouldn't want to hear all that constant coughing, so I've had to wait. Jesus. And I haven't had anything. I see their models still suck. I haven't had anything like haven't had anything keyed up ahead of time, so I think. I don't even know. Like, that's relatively similar to my hairstyle. Kind of. That is not. You're going to make me look like I'm in a boy band. That's actually the closest. Not for texture, but kind of for style, other than the fact that it's all swooped over. Sure. But I do want to know, because the previous Forza titles have been like, oh, hey, you know, loyalty rewards.
I can't believe we're all here. Make yourself at home. Whatever you need, just ask.
Hey. Oh, we've talked about this for so long, and it's actually happening. So, what's next, May?
Glad you asked. I know the two of you dropped everything to be here, so I got you both a little care package. Everything you need to make the most of your time here. First things first. When in doubt, explore.
God, that map is huge. Hope we have a frozen lake like we did in 4.
I've been back here 5 years already, and I haven't even scratched the surface. So, take this journal and document everything. I can't wait to see what you both discover. And I expect photographic evidence. Of course, if you need a guided tour, I've got you covered. I'm sure you both want to earn some cash. But with your driving skills, finding a job will be easy.
Tell me, what's the local racing scene like?
How about street racing at night in Tokyo City? And if that wasn't enough, I have one word for you. Toge.
That's going to be kind of sick.
Hey, mate, this is great, thanks. We couldn't do this without you. Though someone forgot to bring a car.
Don't worry. I got you.
I just got here, you dirtbag. I'm supposed to be starting from nothing. I'm not choosing the GMC. Like, it's cool, but I'm not.
And what's mine is yours.
I kind of want the Celica.
Take your pick.
I love the S14 Sylvia. The K I don't really care about for the face.
The other two, you can use any time.
Oh, really? Okay. I know the Sylvia is going to be a drift car. I don't want to drift, but I want something rear-wheel drive. Like, I want something traditionally Viper, basically, and the Silvia is the closest to that versus the Celica. And my worry is that the Celica is maybe going to be a B-class car and is going to be bogged down because it's likely going to be all-wheel drive, whereas the Silvia will feel a little faster because it'll be lighter. I think we're going to choose the Silvia.
I got the Sylvia fitted out with the original Rocket Bunny body kit. Hit up a road race and make a statement.
So it's not set up to be a drift car? I hope not. Plain avatar.
Your own. Just
See. Or what did I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I think we'll just go. Oh, that might be kanji. Let me go for. I'm just going to go Viper and be done with it. Because that's about the only thing to me that's going to make sense with the way the split works. And then P-E. I'm going to go up. R. There we go. That works. I'm good with that.
That works. Now, let's head out. I have something lined up. First stop, Tokyo City.
Oh wow, they're really making us do the city first.
Lead the way.
That's interesting. Oh, let's see, so where the hell am I? Oh, we are like right outside the city.
Carla Rose on the block party. Word on the street is the Horizon qualifiers are coming in hot. I'm heading out to see what's going down while you enjoy this jam.
Welcome to Tokyo City. There's a buzz around the place right now. I'll show you around, but stay close. Events are getting set up all the time. We'll have to navigate some, roadblocks. Just follow me. I know these roads like the back of my hand.
Okay, there we go. I was trying to find where the red line is. I'm like, I don't know when to shift.
Roadblock. Change of plan. Take a left into Stadium.
Okay, this car in particular, does not have a lot of grip in the rear. We have a stadium? Okay, that's sick. Oh my god, okay. This is gonna be premature to say this, but this might be the best Horizon map ever.
Never seen it up close
Like,
before.
it's so dense. The roads, a lot of people have been saying they're a little too wide. I honestly kind of agree already, but the map design is so much denser than any Forza game I can think of previously. Even Nice in Horizon 2, would you just,
Take the next left.
if you get off me, whoa, wow, yeah, they really went all out for the presentation. That stopped me a lot more than I was hoping it would, which is to say, not at all.
Coming up to Shibuya Crossing now. We're taking a right. Watch the oncoming traffic.
I know those who are in the Forza cinematic scene,
Listen, I've got us three a chance to race around a new Horizon event route. It's just a taster, but
I mean, they're all going to be new.
surprise.
New map.
Up with a couple of my friends. They're the ones who helped me organize this.
Someone who's in the Forza cinematic scene is going to recreate that one scene in Tokyo Drift, and it's going to be amazing. I'm running out. I need more power. I'm like, oh, hey, look at that! There you are, Gen 2.
Alright, let me introduce Yuji-san. and
You will be mine!
When they're not at the workshop perfecting their builds, they help set up races for the festival.
Please, just Yuji is okay. We have a new route here, ready for testing. We need you to make sure it's fun. Make sure it's Horizon.
Plus, it wouldn't really be Horizon if we didn't make it a race. So, up for it?
Of course. Do you even need to ask?
Well, I also need someone to test the tune on my R32.
Is this like a rental car that I'm getting, the R32 Skyline? I love that they sort of went back all the way to Forza Horizon 1 with the UI. It's so much more fun.
So, no holding back.
Oh yeah, this is a rental that I'm getting. Alright, cool. Now how do you get a Vantage and I gotta be in an R32? You suck. He must actually suck as a driver. Oh, I know this thing's modded, because there's no way it'd be passing a Gen 2 if it was stock. Too heavy and does not have that kind of power. Although it is also wet. So that would help the Skyline a good bit. And I know this is supposed to be Godzilla, but that's the race car. And even the Gen 2 GTSR race car beats the crap out of Godzilla. Don't believe me? Look at the Goodwood Festival of Speed when the GTSR Gen 2 ran. I think it was, what, 2-3 seconds faster up the hill climb? Yeah, and so, remember what I was saying at the beginning of the video, that doing Japan with how hyped up it was wouldn't have been ideal at any other point in time, at any earlier stage in console development. This is why. We get to have such a dense map because consoles have gotten to a point where they can handle it. PCs have been able to handle it for a while, but, you know, console is sort of Forza's bread and butter. It's sort of their, oh my god, that's amazing. I think the console is probably gets the first consideration when it comes to developing these games. That's crazy. Sorry, I was not expecting that phone call. Oh, we're almost done. But yeah, so I think the consoles probably get first dibs on the console sort of dictates how the game gets developed. And then everything, especially now that they've been adding PC later, the PC, I don't want to say is an afterthought, but
Okay, looks like the
pretty much anything will work on PC. They gotta make sure it works on console first.
Good work, everyone. Thank you.
Getting to race on an actual Horizon track was thanks enough. It's all practice, eh?
Well, we'll need it. Considering I've signed us up for the qualifiers.
Why do you hate us?
This is amazing, thank you.
In that case, next time we meet, I'll expect you'll have.
What's amazing is the fact that you thought I'd have a car when I'm supposed to be starting from zero. You a dirtbag. See what I mean? That like even these cards, it just reminds me so much. It's giving me nostalgia of the very first Horizon title, and that's notable because some of the, I think it was the art directors or some of the people that made the UI for Dirt 3 actually, and I know you guys remember that game with its fun graphics. They came over to do Horizon 1, which is why a lot of the UI, like the speedometer and stuff.
Our path to the festival and our first wristband. Standing in our way is the Horizon Invitational.
That's a long way away too.
We need to prove ourselves first in these qualifier events. Complete enough.
Can I get a faster car first?
Place in the Invitational. First step on the road to Legend Island. Better get to it. What do you want to do first?
Get a faster car, please. I'm going to take on-road because that's what I'm in right now, and that's generally, those are the type of events I prefer doing. We'll do rally later.
Road race at Shirakawa Circuit. Nice. If we do well there, it moves us one step closer to the Horizon Invitational.
Like, dude, look, I can barely do a burnout. I need a faster car. But anyway, so yes! Your loyalty rewards. Hell yeah, I don't care about anything else. I want my Vipper. But anyway, so like I was saying, that's why things like the speedometer and a lot of the other UI that you'd see on the screen looks so similar to Dirt 3. A lot of those people came over to do the very first Horizon game. Interesting. Tech car pack. I knew about that. Yeah. So that's why. And so this game looks so much like that. Just evolved. It's fantastic. All right, news. All right, cool. But yeah, so it really does look so much like Horizon 1, but evolved. Like, it really just looks like Horizon 1 in 2026, and it's amazing. it's so much more fun because 5 and 4 were a bit minimalist to me on their UI. And at that point in time, that was sort of okay. That was fine. That's sort of what you expected. No, I don't want to do that. But now, we still have the barn finds. Excellent. But now, in 2026, especially with the way the world's going, it's like nobody wants that minimum.
Use your skill point here to unlock perks.
Don't care.
Every car has its own set. Offering
When did I
unique
get a
perks.
Vulcan?
Skill points can
And
be
for
spent on
what?
any car you own.
Hey, the Viper is still in S1. Let's go. But yeah, the Centenario moved down. That's interesting. But yeah, that minimalism had its time and place, but with the way the world is going now, we want the whimsy back. We want the interest, the intrigue, the fun, right? We want that back. And so it's so nice to have that. Braking should be way higher than that. Handling should obviously be higher than that. But anyway, yeah, we want that now. Let's see if they fix the model. Honestly, I doubt it, because I know that they always, for one reason or another, they always shaft the Viper. Yep. It's still... Let's see, dudes. I don't think I can see that glitch in the corner. Oh, that's interesting that they changed the steering to have way more angle than it used to. But yeah. They always, what was I saying? They always shaft the Viper when it comes to updating it properly. Let's see. I know the sound is off. It's okay. Horizon 5, I think, was better. The outside's okay, it's just that the inside's mid. It revs up really fast, so it does feel like it has that aluminum flywheel. Alright, let's get to going.
Yards. Turn left.
I think we'll have to dedicate an entire episode, another long episode. It's pretty quick, but it's also very quiet. We're gonna have to dedicate an entire episode to 4 swords. We're gonna have to dedicate an entire episode to just going through the entire map and driving through every single road. That way I don't have to deal with that later. Because that's something I would like to tell new Horizon people is when you get the game, one of the first things you need to do is drive the entire map and get it all like driven. Because as you can see, it's sort of ghosted out there because I haven't driven it yet. And if you're trying to go for 100%ing all the roads, there's going to be one road or like one in-between gap. Wow, there is so much UI in this game. There's going to be one little road that you miss.
Horizon calls these PR stunts. The
Wow,
faster you go,
already out of the city.
200 yards. Turn right.
Whoops. Yeah, so if you're trying to get all the roads, it's going to be this one little like gap that you've just never driven for some reason. And you're barely going to be able to see it on the map, and it's going to drive you crazy. So, always drive 671 roads. That's fantastic. But yes, like I was saying, always drive every single road if you can help it.
You've earned a skill point.
Nice. I wonder why the end cap is like red. Oh wait, look at that. There's still a glitch. I think it was it Horizon 5 where the buttons on the steering wheel are blank. And they weren't. If you go back to Horizon 1, I think if you guys watch like a Horizon 4 video, you'll see that it's not blank. So that's a nice little glitch that's come over from another title. Why? I thought I turned the visual damage off. I guess I didn't.
cars are a one-of-a-kind abandoned cars around Japan. I've got a bunch of photos that might help you zero in on the location. Take a look at this one. You might know. I'm pretty sure a friend of mine used to play golf around here. See the golf carts? Keep an eye out.
I think we're gonna have to we're gonna do a specific series where we find all these cars because that'll be super interesting to go through. We got a car mastery. We're gonna definitely go for that already because this is for now is gonna be my main car until I get another Viper, and unfortunately I'd have to do that to show you guys the entire car list. So we won't do that yet. Soon, but not quite yet. Oop, okay, hella frame drop there. Once again, we haven't driven the entire map, so we're going to get a couple, like, 1% lows here or there as we sort of formally load in the entire map. But this game is playing incredibly on this PC, like, 140... Ooh, break. 145 FPS is fantastic. Actually, before we do that, Let me see what the smoke generation is like. Oh, that's a lot better. The way that it's being projected from the wheel. Or from the tire. I think they turned the generation down to make it less extreme, but the projection is so much better. Alright, here we go. Let's enter.
Start here. See you at the starting grid.
It's not a very long or complicated lap, which is actually pretty nice. I'm going to take the Sylvia. By the way, if you guys couldn't tell, this is going to be a longer video because it's obviously the very first. And I think I did this when Horizon 5 came out. I made it like a 40-minute video. Just because everyone's been waiting for this, and we got a lot of career to go through, because I definitely want to do something I've never really done in a Horizon title. Other than 1 and maybe 2, which is actually finish a damn game. Let's see what the tuning menu looks like, because I haven't seen that in any other video yet, so I want to know, did they add anything? Nope. Okay, so it's still the same standard Horizon tuning that you're used to. What we don't know is what the calculations are like, because I know in Horizon 5, I forgot what it was, but they had inverted it compared to 4. So we don't know what that looks like in 6 yet. No doubt Hoki Hoshi will make a video explaining what that's like. And we just died on the launch. I want to know how much power this car had. I forgot to check. Because it's loot. The car... Thank you for nothing, you jerkwad. I was going to say the car gets loose enough to get sideways and has just about enough power to hold a slide. But it's surprisingly grippier than I was expecting and not as keen on spinning up the wheels. Like, I'm in 3rd flat out, and only at the end, only on corner exit did we start losing grip. So it's a lot more better suited than I was expecting. Likely because it's not actually set up for drift the way that I was fearing. Let's get some gauge gameplay in here. The only something I did forget, there's no catch-up or rubber banding, which is nice, but I forgot how annoying it can be to have a car that's about as fast as everybody else's. It just doesn't feel like you're gaining on anybody. Not bad. We're gonna have to pull a Daniel Ricciardo and be the last of the late breakers. Dive under the brakes here. Little argy-bargy, but that worked it. But that made us see, AI undercut me because I was so wide on that exit. We got 2 laps. We're in 9th. And I don't have any power to catch up to anybody because everyone's got around the same speed. And I don't know this car yet, so I don't trust ignoring the driver line yet as much as I typically did in 5. That's going to make getting up to a decent position very difficult without doing that. See, and that wasn't worth it. Because we lost so much speed on the exit, 2nd gear. It's tail happy, it's just not as... Oh, I don't have rewind on? That's crazy. Especially, like, in a Forza title, that's crazy work. It's difficulty somewhere. Where'd it go? Extras? No. We got graphics and performance. What do I have that's... So we have Ultra and then Extreme. Power reflection quality. We'll just go Extreme. I'm surprised it didn't do that. And then lighting materials, we're going to go Ultra, Ray Traced. Interesting that if you do that, it turns it off. I just want to see what... I don't think the game's going to look that much different. I just want to know how the... gameplay, here we go. I have no idea where the rewind button is. Alright. What I was going to say is, I just want to see how it's going to handle... Alright, so we went from 150 and a bit to 130, 140. I don't really notice much of a difference. Hell yeah. Love my new PC. Because as long as we're above 60, I don't really care. I feel like if we didn't bog so bad on the launch, we might have fared better during this race, but... Damn, okay. Like I said, we're about as fast as everybody else. We're not going to make up any crazy places. I just don't know if I have to be in 5th to qualify for anything else, because that would be annoying. We can retry that. We can rerun that some other time. But what's interesting, so getting back to what I was saying earlier, because I know I was talking to you guys about the physics. The physics are very interesting, where I think so. No, I'm thinking of BeamNG because I got a mod. It's interesting. The cars feel.
Hello, I'm Anna.
I know.
Your automated natural navigation assistant. Let me run through the new features in my latest software update.
Okay.
In my latest update, you can now utilize the auto drive feature, drone mode,
That's nice.
world builder, and the what's next suggestion feature. Let's explore that now.
I'd love to know what auto drive is.
Here I will recommend what you should do next. You haven't qualified for the Horizon Festival yet, so I've recommended a qualifier event for you. Select it, and I'll update your route.
I wonder what Horizon Racing. Oh, that's multiplayer. Okay. We'll take a rally race. That'd be
Okay,
cool.
Cody, I have set your route to the dirt race event.
Here you can create your ideal event.
Oh, sick.
Perfect challenge. And if you like to build together, well, we've got that covered.
Sick. Alright. Drum mode. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of handy for people who don't really want to do that. Interesting. I'm not so sure how I feel about that, because I feel like for content creators, if they want to save money on like fast travel, like say you want to go to another event but you gotta pee, do the auto drive. That I could see that being useful. I don't know how to feel about it yet. Let me change car real quick. I will always change car because I will always use my Viper. Y'all better know. Y'all better know. What do you mean 8 minutes? I haven't. Oh, never mind. Plus, way faster. I feel like there's clutch sounds now, which is sick. We don't have neutral still, though. Now what? Okay, this is okay. See, I knew it was going to be a rally car. It was either going to be an all-wheel drive road-going car, or it was going to be a rally car. I knew it, and I didn't really want to have a rally car yet. Knew it. But yeah, so as I was saying, the physics are interesting because I think it's a little grippier than 5. It's weird because it's not vastly grippier than 5. It really, like, at all. It just feels more measured. It feels more refined. The way the car breaks loose, it feels like there's multiple points of contact, so the outside loses grip, and then the rest of the tire loses grip, and then somewhere either the inside or the outside tire gains grip, and then the rest of it gains grip. So there's more information to go off of. Well, I guess that actually makes sense. Can I outbrake the Lancia to make a move up the inside? Nice. Currently in 8th, which isn't bad at all. I'm going to make a move on the Volvo here. Got some understeer. But yeah, so it doesn't feel... Like, it feels different, but not... It's not night and day. It's not as big a difference. The difference between Horizon 6 to 5 doesn't feel as big as the difference between 5 to 4. It feels more like a subtle evolution of that system rather than a noticeable evolution of that older system. Wow, I got some straight line speed. So again, when the car loses grip, it doesn't lose grip so totally and utterly. It feels a bit more progressive. Like right there, a perfect example. The rear didn't sort of snap out as fast as it would if I were playing Horizon 5. It let go way more progressively. It's very interesting. I like it. None of this is to say I don't like it. It's just interesting because I'm having to kind of recalibrate my typical understanding of how cars break loose in Forza. Come on. Come on. I'm really trying to at least make it into 3rd. We almost have the Galant VR4. I gotta get the Puma now. I'm gonna break a little late. They were talking about how they changed they changed ABS as well, so it pumps the brakes a lot more and makes it. Apparently they did it in 5 as well, but it's a bit more extreme now in this title, where the ABS isn't quite as effective. So I normally don't like running without ABS personally, because I don't like having. Call me lazy. I don't like having to think about it, but just like Forza Motorsport 7, actually, which is an interesting game to bring up in this context, in order to brake as late as I want to, I might actually have to turn the ABS off. I'd love to know what the rewind is. But yeah, God, look at how that looks. Anyway, yeah, that's something that I hated about Motorsport 7. Something that I noticed. Definitely going to reset that, but I need to know what my rewind is. Controls. I mean, I'm not really trying to change the input mapping. I just need to know what the rewind is. If we have a rewind. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm hitting it, and it's not doing anything. All right. We're going to restart. Anyway. I forgot where I was. But yeah, so it's just difficulty in settings. That would be why. Rewind. See, it's off. You forehead. Yeah, so the handling is very different. I say not very. It's not very different, but it's more refined. It sort of makes me a little more confident to push going into corners, knowing that the rear might follow a little bit better, at the very least, not snap completely sideways as readily as before. But then again, I got used to that. I got used to that in Horizon 5, so it wasn't really a problem. So now I got to figure out how to be a little more aggressive with my turn in, and obviously trust the rear end. I will say I'm not getting much information from the front as far as understeer and stuff. That is about as numb as it's been before. Maybe I need to turn the vibration up more so I notice when I'm losing grip at the front sooner. That could be it. I don't know if we can do that in the settings, like right now. Is it accessibility? What's the guaranteed? Oh, please, leave it at standard. Okay, is it advanced control? So we have we have the vibration. That's on. That's good. What I don't know, I don't think we can change. Okay, here we go. I was gonna say I don't know that we can change how drastic it is, because it was set to 0.5, which to me it wasn't. Like, I'm getting a little bit of rumbling, but it's not enough where my subconscious brain is going, oh, it's rumbling a lot because, insert thing here that I'm doing, like understeering, oversteering, whatever. It's not, no you don't, Pulsar. It's not communicating enough information for me. That's what I'm getting at. So I want more information to be communicated to me, and that requires more vibration. And actually, it's funny because the vibration feels a little weaker, initially on the 0.5 setting than it did in Horizon 5. And what I don't know is if you could even modify it. Is if you could even modify that setting in Horizon 5. Maybe you could on PC, but I didn't look because it felt fine to me. So I never had a reason to look. I really wish I had a car to draft right now, because I'm in 5th. And when we started, I was in... Well, when we did the first round, I was in 4th. In 3rd for a time. And now I got 2 places to make it up if I want to get to 3rd. Just kind of cringe. What's interesting is that the grip is different. And by different, I mean better, but the braking performance really is that little bit worse. So I think I will have to turn the ABS off. just to brake as hard as I want to. I'm gonna try a short shift into 5th and pray to God. Alright, see, like, I had good grip. See, but what's interesting is we didn't do better. I messed up somewhere, messed up a line, and that didn't get me as far. We're going to try one more time. And I think we're going to turn the ABS off before we start and see what that does. I know, honestly, I'm sure I could do it with the ABS on. I just need to improve my line, but the way the ABS is pumping the brake, it's so... I don't want to say... It's aggressive. It almost it feels like it cuts it too soon to me. I locked up. Well, thank you for that. Yes, like I was saying, it's super duper aggressive, and to me, it's not allowing the brakes to really grab hard enough. Frequently enough. That Mini is annoying. It's almost like the car is getting off the brakes more than it's actually slowing me down because of how much it's pumping it. That's what's bothering me. Hence why hopefully turning it off will improve things. Because I'm not going to pump the brakes. I'm just going to hold it at a certain level and pray that I don't lock up. And if I do lock up, that it's going to be easy to fix without missing a corner. See, that was a little bit better. If I had the ABS, I would have missed that corner. For sure. We're not going to break through here. I'm pretty sure I don't need to. Yep. And then we're going to hold the brake. Yep. And then cut in. Nah. We're almost in 4th, though, but we're still behind that damn Pulsar. Hatchback! If I can dive up, if I can be the last of the late breakers and do a Daniel Ricciardo, right going into this break, I locked up. Damn, I locked up. So you saw the revs drop, right? Yeah, that would be why I locked up. Because I started turning, and I think that's what did it. I was trying to make that corner, so I gotta keep it straight, and then turn if I'm getting off the brake. I'd really prefer to be 3rd, but the way the field's spread out, it's not going to happen. Well, I'm gaining, it's just not enough before the end of this point-to-point race. That I know. Like, I can see them in the distance. See, that's the annoying part of not having ABS, is that I can't brake and turn. But the braking zone is basically in the corner. Learning how to brake in this game is going to be really, really annoying. That I can already tell. Need you to climb into the cam and climb into boost. Because we're close. We're not going to make it, but we're close. I can see them. I can smell them. But I just can't pass them. Even going through this corner, because it's only yellow, it's not red. It's not red enough. See, they didn't lose enough speed for me to catch. 4th isn't terrible, though. This is why I hate it when they get... Well, I say I hate it. I don't like the way they set up the stock cars. Because they set it up to be fair for everybody. And it's like, no, I need more power.
Horizon Invitational. Let's take a look.
Close, but no cigar. Close, but no cigar.
Track your progress at Horizon in this rather handy journal May gave us. Have a look through it, and then let's head out. Oh, lucky you. Looks like you got a reward. If you want to complete a collection, all you need to know is right here. If you want to know more, you can look further into each item.
I will say that this progression system is way better Like there's more to do. There's more to aim for.
We're gonna be busy, so let's get back to the qualifiers, shall we?
So we got Taurus. We're not quite there for that yet.
Cody, what do you want to do next?
None of this. I need to go make some cars for these events because these standard ones are not it.
Hey, I asked how you doing, but it looks like you've been busy. Keep it up. Don't sleep on the radio stations out here. So much driving music to enjoy. Have a scan through. Find your thing.
I would if YouTube didn't have copyright problems, but they do, so you're
There is
cringe.
so much to see in Japan, so this journal will help you track your discoveries. As you explore, you'll earn stamps. Kind of like a diary of your journey. Take a look. With so much to see in Japan, you can keep track right here. Every road leads to discovery.
See, that's awesome. See, this is what I'm saying. They did Mexico so dirty in 5 because they never did any of this. And mind you, Horizon 4 had a very decent shelf life. It's not like they didn't have time to do this. It's not like they were rushed making 5. They weren't. It just really feels like they didn't know how to celebrate that car culture. They didn't know what car culture Mexico really had. And to that end, just sort of threw it together. That's why I'm saying, well, yeah, we'll fast travel. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's why I feel so kind of irritated with 5, is that they only went the...
Cody.
All right. They've only gone this hard.
This is the auto show. Best kind of shopping. Have a browse, look at what's selling, and hey, maybe even buy yourself a new car.
They've only gone this hard because it was sort of a stereotypical car enthusiast locale that they know what to do with. They didn't do their homework. They didn't do their homework when it came to Horizon 5, and that's really irritating. So we got that. All right. Let's see what they oh, sweet. We got both of these? Hell yeah. And then we got the Vantage, of course. But there's almost no Astons, actually. Then we got hella Audis, which is annoying. We got a Healy, which is good. The AutoZam. We got the BAC model. That's pretty cool. We got a new Continental, which is cool. So far, the only Bentley in the game, which is kind of cringe. Let me see. We got later M5. We got the M2. I didn't even know they had an X6M for that gen. M4. We got the M4 GTS back, actually. That's pretty sick. Sweet. We got it. So far, I'm not totally disliking the car list. Obviously, no Chrysler because they're cringe. CT5. So we got the CT5, the CT4, and then the CTS and the ATS-V. Oh, that's fantastic. And then we got 3 kinds of C8. We got the E-Ray, the Z06, and then the regular C8. That's fantastic. Cool. We got Datsun. Here we got Dodge. Not enough on the Dodge front. Where's the Dart Hemi Superstock? That is disappointing. Where's the Gen 5 Viper? That might, actually, now I think about it, I probably have to earn that. That's fine. But we can get my Gen 2 in B class. That's a B class car now? Damn! That makes me sad just because it makes me feel old as hell. Alright. And then we got these, which is, to me, a little superfluous. It's like, what's really the difference? Handling. You got the Superstock. Handling, that makes sense. Acceleration. Why is the Superstock better acceleration than the Demon? That should not be the case. Braking is better on the Demon. That makes no sense whatsoever. Then we, of course, have the Gen 4 ACR. That's valid. Then we have the Charger Daytona. And then we got the Coronet, which is awesome. All right. Ford. We got some interesting Fords here. Let's go. Fiesta and Focus ST. We got the RS. Good. We got the GT. We got nice. We got the Dark Horse. Do we? Yeah. We got the Dark Horse. So GT350 versus Dark Horse is going to be cool. And then we have that, which is way further up for some reason. Even though it's 3,800 pounds, 700 horsepower. It does not have 700 horsepower. I think they were saying 650. So that's a bit much, but it's still very cool. Heavy, but cool. Cannot wait to get the Gordon Murray T50. We get the Hennessy Venom F5. I actually really want a Type R for this game. Particularly that one. No way. A Miata Cup? That's awesome. And the RF. Hell yeah. That's the welcome edition. Got it. Honestly, I actually cannot wait. Thank God that they got that. Now I can put that up against the Gen 5 and see how it does. Where's the SLS? Must be an earnable car. Yeah, I cannot wait to see how this car list evolves, because honestly, I really like it so far. I really, really like this car list. I think there's still some stuff missing, but I think the actual truth of the matter... Oh, they don't have a regular... the regular Z. Hopefully that's another earnable car. What I was going to say is I really cannot wait. Thank God we got Plymouth again. I can't wait to see how the car list evolves in this game, because I think it's going to be cool. I didn't even realize we didn't have the old Challenger the way that we do in Horizon 5. That's low-key cringe. But, you know, we got the CUDA, so I suppose it's whatever. But you got 5 million Porsches, of course. Honestly, that's like definitely cringe. And I get it, it's Porsche, but it's like, dude, this many. Finally, we get the TRX. Like, we couldn't get that in 5. Finally, we got it here. Y'all are. I'm about to get Mopard out. Y'all better believe. We don't have the Cobra. It must be an earnable car. No way! You can actually buy the SRT. Sick! Alright, sweet. I was concerned that you couldn't actually buy it. And that it would essentially only be an earnable car. Sick. Yeah, they made it. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Same colors as usual. Alright, cool. So what that means for me, thankfully, is that I can buy as many of these as I want, which is awesome. Which I'm definitely going to do if you know anything about me. So... I'm not buying it. I don't have the money. So we got that. All right. So my only concern right now, because I've been looking at some of the prices, is that I've got 114,000 credits right now, which isn't terrible, but is actually not going to be enough, genuinely, for some of the cars and some of the upgrades that I want to do. So I got to figure out what class I need, because I don't know what I need yet. And then, why are you... Oh, okay. Random game crash. We love to see it. It's been, oh God, it's been an hour. I didn't know it had been that long. Anyway, this is a good place to cut it for now. So I will see you. I hope you all enjoy. I am so excited. This game is, honestly, I was kind of cynical. I was like, oh, it's just going to be another Horizon game. It's like, I'll get it. It's Japan. You know, it looks kind of cool. I'll get it. Wow. Wow, this is actually way better than I thought it was going to be. I am so excited to record more of this title. In any case, though, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Please make sure you hit the little notification bell and then all notifications that way you're notified every time I upload. I will see you all next time in more Forza Horizon 6 videos.